California at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At their own 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a 1st down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Mostert. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Now, this rivalry, Charles, the Seahawks and Niners, really one of the best in the NFL. So many great games in the last decade or so between these two. Where does this one rank for you in terms of best rivalries of, let's say, the 21st century?
I'm so glad you phrased it that way, because we look back on some of the best rivalries in the NFL. We're talking about traditional rivalries like Bears-Packers. But here in the 21st century, it's hard to beat Seahawks and Niners, because when they get together, you're often playing for division titles, positioning in the playoffs, and chasing the Super Bowl. Similar to Ravens and Steelers, 2 of the best rivalries in the NFL.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away from the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Mostert, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Patrick Onwuasor. A gain of 2 brings him 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Throwing now is Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They hand it off to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second down and 3. To throw, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe Possibly they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
This one caught by Kittle.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Benson Mayowa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Lance going to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A handoff running left is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken by one of the up men, a very short kick. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw football. Yeah, he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished. They force the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards to pick up there.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a throw here to his running back, powering his way forward. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again is Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score